Get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. Hear that rooster sing, coffee's ready for a fling. Southern Fried has news for you. Updates on life's going on, and maybe a joke or two. Get up, pray up, and coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. We got laughs, we got prayer, celebrate our nation every day. Love our vets, love our land. It's the home of the free and the land of the brave. Get up, pray up, coffee up. Welcome to the morning show with Dave and Rob on the Southern Fried Podcast. We get you up, we start you right, we rock your mornings all the time. Grab your coffee and your smile, join on in for a while. So come on in.
Well, good Wednesday morning to everybody out there. Welcome to Hump Day. It's Southern Fried Podcast Morning Show. I'm Rob. That's Dave. But we're going to start y'all off just right this morning. How's it going, Dave?
It's going pretty good. I'm weary from elections. It's a long day. It was a good election. I want to update a couple things. Barry I came on live last night just for a short time because I was wore out. But Barry posted on that video that Hall County did vote in. It splashed 62% to 37%. So it was about 92% to 8 here in Catoosa County that the splosh was voted in. We're a border community, and everybody loves that the Tennessee people come in and spend all their money at Costco. So I was, in fact, a citizen stopped. I couldn't comment to it, but he was relaying that the Costco we have is the second busiest Costco in all of Georgia. And he says it's actually doing almost double the sales it was intended to ever do. And they're going to end up having to build another one somewhere in the region nearby because business is so strong. So he was for it, saying they're paying for a lot of this stuff. Well, even though we are too, but whenever we go, we're paying that 1 cent too. And then I mentioned Mandami last night. You know, New Yorkers decided they wanted him. But we have a new follower, and I appreciate you, Candy Snoop. I want to recognize them for their comment. They said one thing we have to remember, New York has gone to the illegals. They have no control over us Southerners. Amen to that. And they know that. Mandami is an idiot to think he has any real power. I don't think he understands that by saying he's going to tax white people to pay for it all. The white folks will just move. Then who is going to pay for everything? He is dumb. I like your comments. And about 800,000 New Yorkers are ready to get the heck out of the state. They've had it, or the city. They've had it.
Wow.
They'll move out of the city, or they'll move somewhere else. There's businesses going to move. Corporations are going to move. I mean, it's a war right now. We have a war going on right now in our own country between New York City and Washington, D.C. And we've got a guy we'll just say he's packing a bigger set than that guy in New York. I'll just say it that way.
Yeah. We'd be all upset about it if we want to. It's not going to do any good.
It won't do no good.
So, I mean, I was trying to see what our results were on the floss here in Miller County. I'm pretty sure it went through, as our state taxes are just. But, you know, I did have a guy pop in the other night that I know. He works for either the city or the county here in Colquitt. His name is Boyd, and not Boyd. Oh my gosh, my brain just went way over here. Corey Thomas, and Corey's agreed to come on the show. I'm gonna call him today. I didn't have a chance to yesterday. I was running and chasing doctors all day long yesterday. So, but Corey Thomas has agreed to come on the show, and we're gonna talk about floss and a little bit of other things too. So that should be, and talk about some of the stuff that happens here in the county. Now, I know I'm normally down on the road crew here in Miller County, but I did call them the other day because my road that they fixed, quote unquote, they just came back, scraped and filled the ditches back up. And I called him, and one day later, Dave, they came and they pulled the ditches. Can you believe that?
Well, when they do what they say they're going to do, we give them credit.
Yeah, I'm happy with that if they'll do that, and I'll call it out both ways.
Well, that's the citizens watchdog. Is you should give credit when credit's due, and we should question those things when there's inconsistencies and stuff.
Yeah.
We're not here. I mean, we live in a country where we got all these, and I'll just say it, they're idiots. And they go and they try to, they say they're defenders of the Constitution. And in some cases, maybe they are, but their attitude always sucks to me. Yeah. And they go in and they treat people ridiculous. And I get it, it's their right to do certain things. We can do things and still exercise our rights, but we don't have to be jerks to do it. If they push that boundary, then you stand up and say, it's my right. But a lot of times they make themselves look, like idiots. So, and they go in there, filming certain things or whatever. But me and Paul went and we were going to videotape a commercial or a promo, a spot at the jail. And so Paul said, well, that's all right. We'll just do it. I said, no, I said, let's get permission. Let's let them know what we're doing. Let's do the right thing. They got a job. We got a thing. So we did that. And everything was perfect. There was no problem. Yeah. We just made sure to let them know what we were doing. And they were letting us know, just don't go past the guard line, which you can't do that. That's a spot you don't do. And so we didn't have no problem. And a little bit of courtesy goes a long way.
It does. Or you can go out there and not tell anybody what you're doing and just make a whole big stink about it.
Good morning, Ketchup. I like that.
Ketchup. Ketchupo.
Ketchupo. Oh, wait. From Twitch. Bless you this morning.
Yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of common courtesy. A little bit of.
But yeah, a little bit of common courtesy. Hey, we're going to go out here. We're going to film a promo. Just let you know what we're doing. And, is that a problem? Or if there is a problem, we'll do it another way. But, if you don't like it, I mean, you could be calm and courteous. It gets you a lot further in life than going through and making demands of people. And
Paul I'll let him take the lead. And he said, you're right. Let's go in, and we don't need to be suspicious in our actions. And so I'll let him just ask all the questions. And they were short-staffed this weekend, so they had to call Lieutenant at home. And he said, yeah, no problem. You can do lobby all the way through the whole property. Just don't go past the guard line, which basically means behind where the jail, where they house them at, because there's work yards and all. You ain't supposed to be back there anyway. No. That's where because people will throw drugs and stuff over the whatever.
Yeah.
But
and you don't want that. I mean, I can understand why they wouldn't want that.
Well, sure. Because there was a case in that one down there in Tryon Hayes or whatever. They were and they're watching all this. There's officers on the ground. They're watching this car act suspicious at I think there's a box store there pretty close. And then prison officials are watching people inside the jail. And basically there's like 2 people inside, 2 or 3 outside that are working together. They're trying to get drugs in the jail. And there's a lady involved, and they're like driving by, like trying to throw drugs over the wall. So like they get in a police chase. One of them, every one of them ended up in jail. Two of them were already there. More charges for them. The other three got arrested because they were trying to get contraband to the prisoner. But it was like Keystone Cops. You're like thinking in their head, this is a good plan. Like, I don't know how you thought that, we're going to roll through and like launch drugs over the top of the wall. I mean, maybe 40 years ago before cameras and everything, maybe. But today,
maybe.
We're watching
I don't know about that. But, and what cracks me up is, we had Miss Yvina on Monday night. I don't know if you've got a chance to watch that or not. It was lost.
What I could, because we lost all internet in this region.
Oh, yeah, I know. We missed you.
I was mad.
You'd have laughed your butt off. But there is something that I want to talk about that came out in that interview. Doxing people. I have never met anybody who's been doxed like that. And she was a victim of that. And I'm not going to call any names. I'm not going to stoop down to their level. But let's just say she went to the police department first. And they said, there's nothing we can do. That's a civil matter. All right. Yeah, okay. I could see that. All right. But then when she went by and asked the guy to take it down, and the guy said, well, that depends on how you answer my questions. I personally feel she should have said, okay, and turned around right then and went and got an attorney. It's not his job to show any type of authority over anybody else. And this guy's a nobody. He's not in law enforcement or nothing like that. Why is he demanding her, well, I'll do it if you give me, tell me what I want to know. Well, he is, and it's a bully tactic. And it's not just him. That's this whole doxing thing is all about bullying people. And I don't like bullies, Dave. I don't. I don't think anybody really does. They don't even like
anybody likes a bully. Only people like bullies are bullies themselves.
Yeah, and usually they don't like themselves. That's why they're bullies. Can you imagine? Dude, I might do a whole show on this with her permission, because you should see some of the stuff that came out in this. And this is from local people. This is from some of these good old folks that live down here in South Georgia. I have to blot every name out because I'm not going to drop to their level. But my goodness, Dave, this is
well, there's idiots in the world. I mean,
yeah.
And
but this is a whole group of idiots. How long have we been having Miss Yvina on here? Almost a year now.
Yeah, she came on. Yeah, it was about a year ago, probably.
She's been on 3 or 4 times, but for them to say some of the things about her they were saying on guessing, that now that we would know is not true. Of course, we know her, but we know it's not true. And it just,
there's no telling the things that are said about us.
Yeah, but we don't care if they do it to us.
We've got our thumbs down parade that always happens on Rumble. I look forward to every show. It makes my day.
It does.
The Lone Ranger thumb down.
We've only got one. Hell, it's
well, I hadn't looked today, but usually by the end of the show or afterwards, there is a thumbs down. Not today.
It's all right. It's early. We'll get it.
They woke up yet. It makes them feel good.
Yeah, it's all right. And so, well, things did not go so well for the Republicans last night, it doesn't seem.
Well,
on everything that I've seen thus far.
There was some good, some, this is all precursor to 2026. And, we know that, there's that side, and they're out there working it every day. And the electorate, if they're not listen, let me tell you folks, I work every election, and every election I hear this, and I heard it yesterday. People walk in, they're not supposed to say anything. If they walk in, I'd heard them say, well, I don't even know what we're voting on. I was just told to come vote. I mean, how do you even know? How do you even know what to put? That was their response. Somebody told us to come vote, so we're going to go vote. We don't even know what we're voting on. What? Why would you tell somebody to go vote and you haven't at least tried to explain to them what's at stake? You know, I mean, they just walk in. How do they even know what to vote? I mean, come on. Now yesterday, because of the 1 cent, it was a lot of teachers, a lot of people associated with teachers come in. They want to make sure that continued, and so you could see it. I mean, I knew some of them, and I had others tell me that, oh, our granddaughter, our daughter is a teacher, and you could see that they were getting that message out there. But they knew that's what they were there voting on. But the rest of it, they probably didn't even know who they were. No. Public Service Commissioner. How many people know in their state right now, do you figure, even knows who their Public Service Commissioner is? That's probably a very low number.
Yeah, and you know, it's an important role. It is, but you know, there's so many different roles in the state and local governments that are important. It's hard to know every stake in one of them. But you know, that's why you've got, well, how many homes in this day and age have a computer sitting in them or a phone? And you can look stuff up. It is possible.
Well, we've advised them to go back out in their car and do research with their phone.
Yeah.
You can't do it in a precinct, but you can go out in your car, and because you can't have your phone out in the precinct, but you can go out and do your study and then come back in. I seen a guy do that one day. He went out for 30 minutes and he come back in. He said, I'm ready.
Yeah. You know,
his wasn't total. His was like a couple of races he didn't know. We said, well, you got time. Go study. You know, it's not like the technology doesn't exist for you to be informed on voting, guys. Come on. Y'all can do it. But why did Mandami get elected? That's the thing. Now they could say whoever, but the reason he got elected was, one, horrible leadership that has been in that position for years. Horrible. Failure. Massive. There was no Silva, they blackballed. They just totally ignored him. They wouldn't even give him, the press, everybody tried to ignore him. They were scared of him. And this guy comes along and he promises the world. Free this, free that, $30 minimum salary. How's he going to pay for all that? He just offered a bunch of freebies, and everybody went, yeah, that's what I want. And he speaks lingo that they like.
Yeah.
You know, pro this, anti this. And he tapped into that. It was great marketing. I'll give him credit. Great marketing. Well, let's see how you perform though, Bub. Let's see how you perform.
Yeah. We talked about this the other night too. He focused in on that gimme mentality that a lot of Americans have today. It's not what's good for my country, it's what's the best for me.
Well, it's that, but also he tapped into the anger that people have that are, you know, anti-Israel, pro-Palestine. I mean, he tapped into that. He's still talking smack. And he had he stood up to Trump.
Yeah.
And there's that crowd that hates Trump. So it was a great marketing strategy, like I said.
Yeah.
But it's one thing to get in. It's one thing to see how you're going to talk. You can talk big in the election. You can talk big. Let's see how you do now, bud.
Yeah. You got it.
You lose 800,000 paying, people that's paying in. The 800,000 that's leaving ain't the freebie crowd. That's the crowd that's getting out because they don't want you just taking all their money and giving it to that crowd.
Right.
The businesses that will leave, how do you go replace that, dude? Even if it's 20%, that's a massive amount of your budget. And if the Washington says, well, we're not going to give you but what we have to, have fun with that, man.
Yeah.
Because they've already budgeted to pay for so much crap anyway in New York that shouldn't even be paid for.
Absolutely. Okay. There's a story that I want to hit on this morning, and we try not to get too serious on some stuff. Now, this Mandami thing is very serious, but I think this other one is very serious as well. Probably almost as serious, but it's one that's kind of sneaking under the radar a little bit. And this is off Fox, but and the headline on the story is, when did MAGA make Argentina great again? And it's talking about this $40 million bailout that Trump gave Argentina, while U.S. farmers are facing mounting bankruptcy across America. Okay, let me go ahead and put this out there. You know, they're all upset because we've run our farmers slap out of business. A lot of our ranchers, because all these restrictions and stuff that you put on them, and taxes and rising costs, fuel costs, and everything else going through this recessionary period, you have just absolutely run the vast bulk of the small farmers out of business. You've taken them away. All we have now really left, especially out west, are these big conglomerates that raise cattle and beef, and they're going to charge whatever they want to. At the same point in time, so our beef prices have just gone absolutely through the roof. When was the last time you ate beef, Dave?
I eat beef every week.
Once a week? I don't.
We try to manage that, but we'll probably eat once a week. Small. We're not buying massive amounts, but just a little bit,
Well, I do know that the average, we went to buy a chuck roast the other day, and I did buy one. I bought a small one, because it was like almost $7 a pound.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
It's all a plan.
It is. So now, these big box conglomerate companies that go out, IVP, National Beef, there's a whole bunch of them out there. And they could charge now what they want to charge. And it's part of, I'm not eating bugs, Dave. Okay. I'm not going into the fake beef. I'm not doing it.
No.
But now people are saying, oh, well, why is he getting all this money to Argentina? Well, we get beef from Argentina, and it's cheaper than America. When it comes into this country, it's inspected by inspectors. It's make sure that it's not off quality and everything else. It's just as good as what we have here, and they sell it cheaper. They can get it cheaper. We could afford to eat Argentinian beef, but because they've ridden the prices so high, you can't afford to eat American beef. You just can't.
Well,
not the average person.
There's a lot of people growing their own.
Yeah.
They're investing, health, putting the right, feeding them the right things. That's become a much bigger deal. Like we used to be, a lot of people just grew their own.
Yeah. But then now there's also the added cost in that. You got to pay to have it processed and wrapped up to go in the freezer and everything else. You got to pay. You can't just go down to the store and you can go down to the store and buy a steak. I look, you can go down there and do it. My golly, get that wallet out, because you fixing to spend some money. Get your credit card, because you're going into debt.
Well, food prices are up across the board too. I mean, a sticker shock is definitely there for any store. Beef is definitely very high, but a lot of other things are off the scale. I mean, food security is a big deal, and right now, and I covered this in a show the other night, and I know it's they're rattling the sabers at each other, saying who's gonna fold first. But we cannot have. I mean, and we got to clean the rolls up. 42 million Americans on SNAP. Well, even if there's a lot of fraud. Well, okay. What if it's 10 million that don't need to be on there? We'll take that number. But that's still 32 million Americans on SNAP. Yeah. And you can't just run them hungry. And people said, well, they can go to the food banks. The food banks don't have that money, that food sitting around to feed that. They can't even meet the quota now. We've had the local people on here, Miss Blevins, that came on, and she said, we can't feed everybody every day. We don't have enough. Yeah. So people think they can go to food banks and get that. No, they can't. It's not there. Our country's teetering right now. And if you got 40 million Americans that are hungry, how bad is it going to get and how quick? Yeah. They got to fix that. They need to clean it up, but you can't snap your finger like it, no pun intended, and just cut it off. You've got to figure this out.
It doesn't seem like there's, let's see, says right here, American farmers are hurting and tariffs are hiking the cost of living beyond farm country too. Year food is up 3%. Beef prices are at record highs, and coffee, with an increase of over 19%, is no longer a cheap caffeine fix. And they're not joking. I mean, last time I went to the store to buy coffee, that little $12, $13 jug, they had them priced out for $20. You know, I did find $13 coffee, and I found it at a different place that I normally find it, but that's okay. I found some, but I didn't pay $20 for it. It's crazy. Crazy. And that's not gourmet coffee. You know, we're proud of our coffee here on Southern Fried Podcast. It's gourmet and it's good stuff, you know, and trust me, it's good. And we're proud of it.
I fixed my wife informed me to make another order. She wants more fun.
But, you know,
that's the challenge. Kids are going hungry in America. I mean, they really are. Kids are going hungry.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's a lot of issues that need to be fixed, but kids are going hungry. They're kids who are hungry. The school meal may be the only one they get. It's a mess. It's a real mess. And it didn't get that way overnight, and it's not going to be cleaned up overnight. But
no,
this situation is going to escalate really quickly. I was working Saturday at the box store, and at 8:30 it just died. And I talked to one of the workers, and they said that's because those benefits were cut off. They don't have they don't have nothing to come shop, so our business just died at that point. And I was like, wow, you could see it. But anyway,
wow. Well, they said here nationally, farm bankruptcies are up 57% so far in 2025 compared to 2024. We're running our farmers out of business. We can't.
Well, they're doing it. There's a great story. It's about a year ago now in Epic Times. They're doing this across the world. It's not just us. They're taking that real estate. They're taking it.
Yeah.
They're forcing them out, and they're taking the real estate. And they are driving farmers out in places like the Netherlands and other places. And it's a plan. That's your global plan right there. That's the globalist. Drive the farmers down, force the people. And you know, if you control people's bellies, you got them. You got them. People will they'll hunger will make you do things.
Yeah.
And they know that. They absolutely know that. We're just getting ready for the mark, man. I'm not taking it, but I'm saying it's coming. And think about all this stuff we're talking about as a precursor to the mark of the beast. I mean, you know. Good morning, Brother Jerry. I hope you're feeling better. Jerry's eating great food. He's over at Emory eating that great hospital food.
Oh, boy. Oh, that sounds like so much fun.
Can you imagine the food after Jerry's over cooked all that great food that he cooks at home? Can you imagine the look on his face when they bring him a tray at the hospital? Can you imagine? He's got to be like, is that food?
What he was saying the other day when they bring him that food in the hospital, he may get a bite of it and go, did y'all have my wife down there cooking? If she's sitting right there, Brother Jerry, she hits you for that. I'm sorry. Shouldn't ought to kick a man while he's in the hospital.
Yeah, I keep praying for Brother Jerry and his wife.
Yes. And
his church. We hope you're doing well, brother. Praying for you. It's a challenge, and all the people that are on fixed incomes, you know, retirees and people like that. I mean, how in the world? You know, they're making decisions every day, and people are going to eat, but they're not getting their medications or whatever. I mean, people can't afford all the things that just the necessities of life. There's a lot of people can't afford those right now.
Yeah.
And hey, it's not easy around Dave's home either.
Yeah.
That's why Dave works every day. I mean,
it's not easy around Rob's home either. And Rob can't work. So what do I do? I'm stuck on that fixed income. I got X amount I can spend, and you know,
it's tough. I mean, and people, I asked them if they could bring a 55.
Yeah, I'm drum up here to collect their food to feed some hogs, but they didn't like it. You talking about the hogs didn't like it? Well, they
I
didn't
feel
like
bad.
that you said that.
I feel bad for the hogs.
No doubt.
Hey, Jerry, you
Oh,
know them hogs got to eat something at least decent. I mean, you're eating that. Uh-oh.
oh,
Oh.
Steve, that's not nice. Celtic blacksmiths hit me over the head with like a swinging a baseball bat at with my own joke. Even that is not very nice. Oh,
Oh, from the
oh
back
my
row.
gosh! Can you even do a Rodney Dangerfield voice? I mean, being that you made a hairband on your thing for all the ladies, I kind of figured, Vince, you knew all the ins and outs of it, you would be more likely to do a Richard Simmons voice. Sorry, too soon.
Through the weekend, we're praying for you, man.
Yes, we
I
are.
don't think Steve had slats in his crib. Like he couldn't kick them
No,
out. He was whining and
no.
crying. He wasn't driving and crying. He was whining and crying.
Yeah,
Wait a
that's
minute.
just, I
Oh,
feel,
oh yeah. That was the Half Pine Forge Live. I'm sorry.
yeah.
That's what he was doing that night with wood and resin, whining and crying.
Oh, he said, actually, both my Rodney Dangerfield impression and my Richard Simmons impression is fairly spot on. I can see that. I can see that. So you use your Rodney Dangerfield when you're on Half Pine Forge Live, and when you and James are out riding around, you use the Richard Simmons ones.
God, I can just imagine him making a video like that. Can you imagine?
I would love to see a video of Steve's Richard Simmons voice talking as Richard Simmons. Oh, that would be amazing. Can you do it, Steve? Will you do it? Will you do it for us? I promise you, we'll air it if you'll send it to us. Do the Richard Simmons impression and send it to us. Do it, do it, do it. We'll put it on the air. We'll do it. We'll do it plugging you. It'll be fine. Everybody.
That would be hilarious.
That would be amazing. And we'll get a panel up here and we'll grade it. We can get me and Dave, Jennifer, Miss Elizabeth. We'll get you Vina on here. We'll get a panel and James, and we'll rate your impressions. Rodney Dangerfield and Richard Simmons. You got to do them both, and we'll rate them. We'll let you be on there.
But he needs to do a video and wear the Richard Simmons outfit.
No, I don't want to see that. Okay. Okay. I don't want to see that. Yeah. See, Jerry don't want to see that either.
He's gonna have the Richard Simmons shorts on with a striped shirt and suspenders.
The tank top. And you have to perm your hair. Oh my gosh.
That's lame. Celtic, come on, you can do better than that. That's lame.
Oh, Dave, you just try to give me a pair of shorts. It makes me both confused and concerned for you. Oh.
Well, I think in your past years, you're probably in one of those polka bands or something, playing the organ and stuff. With
Oompa, oompa. He was in an oompa band. Oompa, oompa. Probably played what is that big old thing? Tuba? Oompa, 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 doo. I can see Steve doing that. I can see Steve being the evil overlord over a bunch of Oompa Loompas. Out there cracking the whip, got black stuff all over his face. Get to work. I can almost picture that. You little Oompa Loompas. Oh, it's going to get fun. We love you, Steve. We wouldn't pick on you so much. We like you. You know that. If you give it right back to us, we'll take it. You think? You think I worked in a chocolate factory? Possibly.
Well, you are from up there, and around Pennsylvania, Ohio. I mean, one state's just like the other.
Yeah, I mean, you got Willy Wonka and his chocolate factory. You were probably at his competitor, Steve Slay's chocolate factory, at the greasiest chocolate you can get. I'm just saying, it could have happened.
Well, chocolate factories have to have people work on machines too. I mean, you have that ability.
Yeah, yeah. And you're intimidating enough to those Oompa Loompas that where you can keep them in line, sir.
Maybe he was maybe he was an Oompa Loompa that grew up in the company. Maybe he grew past Oompa Loompa. I mean, he started there. Oh. Maybe he started out as that.
Yeah, and they let him grow in the company and grow up. I think they probably, the reason why Oompa Loompas are so short, I think they kill them off so they don't overpopulate. They have to keep the population down, and they just put them right back into the chocolate.
Yeah, they drown in the chocolate stream,
Yeah, yeah. But Steve was doing so good, they let him go ahead and grow up.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
They said he's going to have pretty hair. They said he got pretty hair. We'll let him grow.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got to where we are on this conversation.
I don't know either. It just happened.
I don't see no way out.
Yeah, we just got to change the subject. Love you, Steve. We'll pick on you again later. He stopped talking, so we got.
Jerry's over there in the hospital bed. He's thinking, am I on some kind of medication here? What's going on?
Yeah. Yes, we are strange, and we know that. We can handle that, though.
And what does it say about you that you come for the punishment?
We're glad you do, though.
We're glad you do.
Hey, and if y'all are out there, y'all give Half Pine Forge Live and Half Pine Forge some love on Rumble there, and y'all get out and give him a like and some follows, and we would appreciate it, and so would he. Check out his store, too. He's got some awesome stuff on there. We pick on him about some of the stuff he makes, but that hairpin thing looked pretty neat. I'll give you credit on that. It was kind of effeminate that you made that, but it was pretty cool. They may have, Jerry. They may have. If I gave you any psychedelics in the middle of the night, I can tell you how you can find out. Are you ready? Look at the screen very closely. Did you jump?
They're using cyclodines now to treat PTSD in some states. Wow, what a ride!
What?
Fact. They're actually doing some experimental work with hallucinogens for people who suffer PTSD.
The dude that hair clip has gone bananas. I got a ton of requests for him.
And
it is pretty neat. I like it.
And that was just from Jennifer. She's probably out there selling them. Hey, you ladies, get you one.
She's out there with a trench coat standing in the alley going, hey, we'll buy a hair clip. I'm not going to order one of your hair clips, sir. I'm not ordering one. My back there ain't got long enough to need one yet. Sorry, sir. Sorry. Apologize to you and your wife both for that one.
Can you imagine the nurses on his floor having to come to Jerry's room? They're the quotes that they would hear. One would be, "You call this food?" That would be one. Yeah. The other would be, "Where are you going to go when you die?" I'm concerned for your soul. They're probably like, "Preacher Jerry, see you on there preaching again." Amen. Uh-oh. Yeah. Boom. Mic drop.
I've already got some hair ordered, and that's already arrived. It's behind me on the shelf. Do I need to show you? I guess I could put on one of my wigs, and I could put a hairpin in that, couldn't I? Sorry, I'm feeling very ordinary this morning. That was a goofy looking face I just did. It was worse than my normal goofy face. This one, you know.
And yeah, you're gonna have to deal with it tonight because he'll be on the show.
I said I did tell one of them she was pretty much assured she was going to heaven when she died. Right after she told me she is from New York City. Yeah, well, yeah, there's that, you know. I mean, there isn't but one thing worse than that, I think. You know, the doctors had a bad enough time with me when I was in the hospital. Brother Jerry, I imagine you keep them on their toes and jumping and hopping. I was a wee bit scared beforehand. Before my surgery and everything. So I kind of kept my mouth shut. You know, I wasn't feeling good. And then after the surgery, I was working too hard to get the heck out of there because I was sick of their food and sick of not having my coffee when I wanted it. Oh, that was the worst part of that whole ordeal. Steve says, I think I have it all figured out to restream tonight on my channel. What, the making of the hairpin? You should. That thing turned out pretty neat. I'll give you credit. You know, and me and Dave, you know, we're going to restream our thing on it, you know, where we were making fun of you for making it. You know, here you got this big burly blacksmith up there. Look at him swinging that hammer on that little piece of, oh, he broke it. Oh, no. And, you know, and like, he's a blacksmith, you know. He's not just a blacksmith, he's a blacksmith. You know, it was great. You know, we had a lot of fun too. Thank you.
Well, I don't remember that conversation going exactly like that, but close, but not exactly.
It was close. I think I paraphrased some there. I mean,
just a little bit.
Yeah, but you know, if we had it to do over again, I'm quite sure. I mean,
I got you, Steve. I knew what you meant.
Yeah, we got this. We know it's Wednesday night. We know it's the first one of the month too. We count.
He still don't get it, Steve.
I know he's gonna be on the show tonight.
You still don't get it. I'm sorry, Rob. You're just.
He's gonna restream the show on his channel tonight.
Yeah, for what reason? It'll be restreaming live there, so he gets credit as well.
Yeah,
that's what he's talking about.
I'm with you. Okay, we're gonna do this. We got this. Why you gotta call me a donut? At least he's not calling me a hot dog head. I mean,
that was
donuts
he's got that one topped in, ready to go.
Oh, he does.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give him an excuse to call me a hot dog head. Of course, he don't have to have one. He'd just call me a hot dog head right out of the blue.
He might send you a pink hat with that on it, hot dog head.
Whoa. Oh. That wouldn't be good, sir. I'd have to wear it, but you know, because that's the rule. You know, you get something like that in the mail from somebody you've been picking on, you got to wear it. You got to show what they've done to you. So, and you was a good sport when I sent you the pink shirt. But in all fairness, I did get one for myself too. So, I don't know about y'all, but yesterday about wore me out. If everybody out there is worn out as I am this morning, you're dragging. I know you're probably worn out too.
I'm pretty tired. It was a long day. I left the house at a little after 5 and got home about 9:30ish, I think, from election headquarters. And that was a smooth run. I've seen later, but we got it down pretty much to a science. Same team working together. You just get to where you don't have to worry about it too much. You know, you got it.
Well, I know we went in the boat yesterday, and it was in and out. It was quick. It was easy. He's feeling all right today because he stayed in from the shop last night.
He got him some rest.
Yesterday, I had to go down there over to Albany, and they had to do some tests. And one of the things they did was EEG. And basically, that's playing a game. It's called, let's see if we can have epileptic have a seizure.
Hello, Miss Jen.
Good morning, Jen. So they start flashing their lights in my face and everything else. First series was all right. Second series, I bit my lip. Now we're trying to get the blood flow staunched. It wasn't fun. Now I got this big old swollen place in my mouth, on my lip, and I bite it every time I turn around. Kind of like having your lip busted, I guess. You know, that was a fun game. Let's see if we get the epileptic to have a seizure. What kind of sadist has that job? But they were sweet. They were nice. They were fun. They were, everybody there was super nice. They got a job to do. I understand. But I mean, I can't call them a sadist though, right?
At the end of the weekend, first of the week, Steve's opening up the gates to the Arctic blast. We're going to be in freezing temperatures down here at night in the south. Thanks, Steve. You're supposed to keep the gate closed.
What?
But we're going to hit our first below freezing time here in North Georgia.
No.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday.
I ain't looked at the weather yet today.
Sunday, Monday, Tuesday will be below freezing here in North Georgia.
No.
Steve thought it'd be fun for us to have a little bit of snow flurries.
Oh, all right. Let me look at my daily thing here. We got to see here. All right. Thursday, low 48. Friday, low 60. Saturday, low 60. Sunday, 40. Holy crap. On Monday, low is 31 here in Colquitt. And on Tuesday, it goes down to 30. We go freeze, slap to death. We can't. We're not made for those temperatures, folks. Call out the emergency supply. Get us some generators. We going down. Some of y'all's heat. But then we go back on the warming trend, so I can handle that. Okay. We got a couple of days in the 30s, and then we go back up to 80s for the highs, 40s for the low. We can handle that. Yeah. I can't believe
we can handle it. Don't mean we like it.
Yeah, 60 degrees is the high on Monday the 10th is what they forecasted out. And the next day is 59. We're going down. We're going to freeze. We're going to be huddling together. I watched some of Steve Gaming. Dang zombie scared me to death, jumped out of nowhere. What
was he playing?
Steve Stream Gaming?
What was he playing? Donkey Kong?
No, he's too young for Donkey Kong. We said, well, that'll be good. At least my wife may want to snuggle a little bit. That'll be a big change from being like a frozen turkey. Oh, Brother Jerry. Did she stick her cold feet on you in the middle of the night?
Well, y'all look pretty snuggled up in that picture you got there on your profile, brother.
Yeah. Yeah. But, Brother Jerry, you're going to have to do something for me. Send me a picture of the back of your head. I want to know if the back of your head is as flat as mine. If it is, I know the reason why. Okay? I know why. And I'm just saying.
That's called the family tree, right?
No, that's called where your wife straightens you out and gives you discipline. She pops you right in the back of the head. He said that cost me. I bet that flattened up the back of your head a little bit. But, sometimes you just got to say stuff like that. It just pops right on out. And you think better. This is the bad thing about it for guys. We know better. That comment hits our brain and we're like, this is going to get us killed. And then we have to weigh out, is it worth it or is it not? Is it worth it or is it not? And it always tends to go, it'll be worth it. and then we pay the price and we're kind of like, no, maybe it wasn't. But hey, if she hits you in the back of the head, y'all make her rub your feet. There you go. Tell your toes hurt.
I ain't rubbing feet. I told you, feet are out.
You mean?
I would tell you, there was a guy yesterday. He was looking outside as people were pulling up. He could look through the window, and he said this. He said this because you know how I'm about feet. He said this. He said he saw a woman pull up and stop, and she reached over and got her shoes and put on. She's driving around barefooted. Her little flip flops to come in.
Why would that bother you? It's her car. She got barefooted.
I tell you because she come in with her feet half dressed.
Excuse me, sir. I know all about Donkey Kong. I was actually a hair away from ordering the Mega Man collection on my laptop last night. Oh my goodness! Congratulations. We're so glad. We're so glad that you know the Donkey Kong. It's got Donkey Kong in the title, of course.
Oh, he probably played Miss Pac-Man.
Or him, Asteroids. He was playing Asteroids, not asteroids, but asteroids.
That's what he plays in the shop.
There was a game. Also, it wasn't a zombie. They were
cannibals. Playing the forest.
Oh, I've heard that's actually a pretty awesome game. I'm debating on that one. Trying that one. Yeah, I've heard that's a pretty awesome one. And I got something I got to talk to you and Dave about too. We won't do it on the show. It's off-camera discussion. Don't let me forget. And I think it will help you at the shop. And I think it'll help us as well, especially when we go places. I've seen it in action. It works, and it works great. So it's on sale right now for $4 on Steam. Sons of the Forest on sale for $9-ish. Okay. Look, I like Steam. All right. Well, while we're on the topic of games, do you reckon Elder Scrolls 7 is ever coming out? Ever? I mean, they only announced this game 7 years ago, and it's still not out, Dave. You believe that? People will wait 7 years. You might be wrong. Sale might ended a couple of days ago. Well, if it didn't, I'll get the Force and I'll try it. Or Sons of the Force. That's the sequel to the Force. So
I just want to know when Jen jumped, did all the cats jump too?
Oh my gosh, I bet that would have been hilarious. What do you mean? You haven't finished Skyrim? Oh, I'm fine with replaying Skyrim for the billionth time. I still haven't finished. I think I finished it like 5 or 6 times, but I keep changing up the character. So, and they got all these mods and stuff out there now where you just about cheat and play your way through it. If you just want to see the storyline and how it ends. I don't like cheating it, but dude, I freaking jumped. Scared the tar out of me, laugh out loud. That's why I said dude twice. She said, no, I only had one in there with me. Well, did that cat jump?
Was it Robert that jumped out?
Sir, that is not nice.
I thought maybe you went live. You were in the game live and just jumped out.
That's not very nice. If it made Steve jump, it was probably Maxine Waters going, come here, honey, give me a kiss. It was dark. All I had for light was a big lighter, and I heard maniacal laughing and rapid footsteps. Oh, yeah, that would terrify me too. It wouldn't be the big lighter that they need to worry about. It probably need to be that shotgun sitting right over there they need to worry about.
That was Steve running and screaming like a little girl. That's what he heard.
I turned around and 3 of them are leaping at me like spider monkeys. Yeah. Then you unload. Well, no, you can't. All you got is the big lighter. Good morning.
I like the name.
You this morning?
That's a good name.
Yeah.
Media. So
she said, then they ate him.
Oh. Yes.
Yeah.
Defund media. Yes. Goodbye, the Big Apple. That's
it's
an apple with
New
that's an apple
York.
with another symbol in it right now. I ain't gonna say which one, but we know.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll pray for them.
Yeah. There are consequences for your actions. Enjoy your new realm. Enjoy having less money, more control. It's going to get ugly.
Yep.
The cars leaving New York right now are massive. They're packing the kids up. Hurry up. Let's get out of here. Oh, he's from Jersey. Bless your heart.
Hey, you pronounce that Jersey or Joyzy?
Moving to
Kentucky. Dude.
God bless you. Hey, dude. Steve, look. He can move to Kentucky. You can do it too.
That's right. And look, the fun media. Let me go ahead and tell you this. I understand you did your part, and you're wanting to move to. You know, let me make some suggestions. Don't stop at Kentucky. Kentucky's one of them weird places, dude. Keep going south. You know, don't stop in North Carolina. Don't stop in South Carolina. You know, come on down. Don't stop. Darn sure don't stop in Tennessee. Come on down into Georgia, preferably South Georgia. You're close enough to the ocean. You can drive there in a day. You know, there's no mountains for you to have to slide down.
Got you.
You know, there's daughters going to Kentucky College. Oh my goodness! Oh, that's even worse, dude. Get her to go to Athens, University of Georgia, dude, and you can just move right there. You'd be at Georgia then. It'll be better. You know, Georgia's a great state. You know, it's just like me. It's just as great a state as I am in. I'm in a state of roundness, and round is a great shape. You know, y'all come on to Georgia. Don't stop in Kentucky. They're gonna make fun of you about being from Joyzy, but it'll be okay.
No, Kentucky's cool. It's beautiful. Oh, come on, Steve. There's as many people playing a banjo in Ohio as are Kentucky.
I don't know about that.
Good for her.
There you go.
Dude, there are redneck areas of Ohio that match anything in the South.
Look, there's rednecks up in Ohio that could give the rednecks from the panhandle of Florida a run for their money. Okay?
I bet when Steve goes, when he goes to town, the neighbors go, there goes the redneck.
No, they don't say they say there goes another redneck. It's another one.
Oh.
I want 15 AC in a house and pay $23 a month in property tax. No, don't come this far south, George.
See you, Steve. Toodles.
Have a good brother. See you tonight.
I gotta go too.
Yes, that time. Hey guys, thank y'all so much for tuning in this morning. We appreciate it. We got a good crowd in here. We're going to be back tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Hump Day News and Hump Day Views. Hump Day Views is a Rumble only. So if you don't have Rumble, y'all get it. It's free.
No. Hump Day Views is not Rumble only.
Hump
Southern
Day
Fried Vent is Rumble only.
Southern Fried Vent. Sorry, I said it wrong. Southern Fried Vent, which is your chance to come in here and complain about anything you want to, is Rumble only. So y'all get on it and get it done. It's free. It don't cost you nothing. The first show is at 8, and Southern Fried Vent starts at 9. Hump Day Views is at 8. Then Hump Day Southern Fried Views or Vents are at, I can't say it, Dave.
9 o'clock.
You're gonna have to do it. I can't do it. Is it 9?
Before that at 5:30, we'll have the SFP Racing Hour. We're going to talk about the championship of Kyle Larson, and follow that with sports.
Well, we did not know that you had
send
a
us a link. Send us a
podcast,
link.
but we'd be happy to.
We'd be glad to stop by and promote.
Yes.
And we got to
happy to,
redo our we got to get our pet show tomorrow. I had no internet. Couldn't do it.
Oh,
Knocked us out.
all right. Well, y'all have a great day. Go out and attack it, and we will see y'all tonight. So until then, have a great big salute. Like, follow, subscribe. There it is. He got his up there. Let me write that down. All right. Y'all have a great, wonderful day. We will see y'all then.
Yes.
Let's see. I got to get that. And we are there. God bless y'all.
So come on in and have a blast for a good time that will last. Start your day with a smile, with the hosts that do the most. And get up, pray up, coffee up.